Hello, I'm Mike Butler, and on today's Forgotten Cinema, we're going to go over the United States' involvement in the Afghan War in the 1980s that led to the fall and collapse of the Soviet Union.
Whoa. We're just doing Charlie Wilson's War. That's what we're doing.
All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, please notice that exits are conveniently located at the front and rear of this auditorium. When leaving the theater, we suggest that the exit at the front of the auditorium will allow you easier access to the parking areas. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Mike Butler.
And I know, perfect the mic.
Hi, I'm Mike Butler.
And I'm Mike Field.
And this is Forgotten Cinema, a podcast or a show where we talk about films that seem to be forgotten by audiences, whether it be because another movie was, I've been doing the forgotten horror for so long.
You really suck at this.
Hi, I'm Mike Butler.
And I'm Mike Field.
And this is Forgotten Cinema, a show where we talk about films that seem to be forgotten by audiences, whether it be because a more popular movie was released at the same time or the film simply didn't catch on with an audience in its initial run. We'll discuss what we love about the movie, maybe don't love about it, but we'll always recommend you revisit it. You never know. You might find your own forgotten gem. If you love Forgotten Cinema, we want to hear from you. We're on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. We're on Reddit now. We are everywhere with a backlog of over 300 episodes for your listening and viewing pleasure.
What's up?
Nothing. So now we're going to get into the United States relations circa 1980.
I always love when we do the deep dive historical movies.
So nothing, I've been elected to Congress, but I'm a bit of a womanizer, a bit of a womanizer, quite a bit of a drunk. And, I've been contacted by a lady friend of mine, Joanne, who is very, very wealthy in Texas. And she wants me to help crumble the Soviet Union by providing arms to the Afghan rebels during the Afghan War in 1980, I think. Nine?
What? The mid-80s?
Mid-80s? Right? Or those late 80s?
Eventually goes through.
Yeah,
86, 80, 85, 86, 87. Yeah.
And the collapses, and you know what? I'm there to oblige. I saw what's going on in Afghan. I wasn't a big fan of it, so I decided to do what I can, pull some strings. Me, Joanne, and a plucky CIA agent, played by one of the greatest actors of all time, who are RIP. That's my story on how I collapsed the Soviet Union.
Yes, so we're obviously doing Charlie Wilson's War. Let's get into the facts because I'm pretty sure I know how this episode is going to go. It's just going to be us doing quotes back and forth. So
got the quotes page already up on
always a quality episode where we're just quoting the film. Charlie Wilson's War is a runtime of 102 minutes. It's rated R. Production budget of $75 million. Came out on Friday, December 21st, 2007. So a holiday film. Its opening weekend, it did $9.6 million. Its domestic take was $66.7 million. International take $52.8 million, and for a worldwide total of $119.5 million. You can imagine that it did not come out in certain regions of the world because it obviously.
I feel like the Russians probably didn't watch this film.
They did not actually show this film because they thought, quote, it just wasn't going to do any business here, so why would we put it up? That's legitimately what the paraphrasing of the quote was. Production company was Universal Pictures, Relativity Media. Participant, Playtone, which is Tom Hanks, and Good Time Charlie Productions, and it was distributed by Universal Pictures. Directed by Mike. Oh, sorry. No, you know what? I skipped a part. I got to go to all the movies that came out around it. My bad. It's like I haven't done this show over and over again for the last 6 years. Dear Lord, it's been 6 years. So it came out on the 21st. Let's go back a week to the 14th. You had a wide release of I Am Legend, Alvin and the Chipmunks. Big fans, right?
I saw both of those films
together, same time. I Am Alvin and the Chipmunks.
I don't believe so. But maybe after the dog died, I was like, I need to watch some Chipmunks.
Oh, there you go. Limited release of The Kite Runner and Youth Without Youth, which is a Francis Ford Coppola film. The week of the 21st, when this came out, you had wide release of National Treasure, Book of Secrets, Walk Hard, The Dewey Cox Story, P.S. I Love You, Sweeney Todd, The Demon Barber of Fleet Street.
That's what I watched that week. Oh, and we did it. That's right.
I was waiting. I watched all those films. I've even watched P.S. I Love You.
Dude, according to John C. Reilly, he's supposed to be going on tour as Dewey Cox.
I wasn't a huge Walk Hard fan.
No?
I don't know why. I just wasn't. I mean, maybe I should see it again. I don't know
think
why.
maybe you should.
That's fine. I don't know why.
You prefer your John C. Reilly's teamed up with
No, not at all. I mean, I like John C. Reilly's very funny, but I think he's also a really good dramatic actor. So I mean,
that's where he started. He just kind of fell into.
No, I get it. I mean, I think he's really good in Magnolia.
Yeah.
So and he's good in Boogie Nights. So I like him in both sides of the genre. So I'd like to see him do a little bit more dramas these days.
I think it would be tough for him because as soon as he goes on screen, you're going to wait for him to say something funny.
He's obviously older too, so I'm sure he's not, going to be able to do as many films as he can do.
Sure, yeah.
So you had the week after. So the week after is not really, it's supposed to be the 28th, but nothing come out the 28th. Everything comes out on Christmas. So the 25th, you had a wide release of The Water Horse. Of course, a quality Christmas film, an Alien vs. Predator Requiem.
A movie we did.
There we go.
On the lead up.
Not on this podcast. On the lead up. You had a wide release of The Great Debaters and Juno, Butler's favorite. You had a limited release of The Bucket List and Persepolis. And then the day after, the 26th, you had a limited release of There Will Be Blood, which I want to re-see again. I want to see again because
I left my boy. I left my child.
I knew that was coming.
That scene is all you have
I
to
either
see
knew
from
that
the
was
movie.
coming or you were going to tell me you're going to drink my milkshake.
I was going to go with milkshake, but I thought my boy, my child, because I've been quoting that a lot lately because I just saw someone put up the full 5-minute scene on Instagram and I'm just kept watching.
Oh, that's just because the new movie came out.
Full friggin' scene.
That's because the new movie came out.
Yeah.
This film was directed by Mike Nichols. He has been nominated for an Oscar for Working Girl, Silkwood, Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf, and The Remains of the Day, which is for Best Picture. But he won an Oscar for The Graduate for directing.
Never heard of that last For the Remains of the Day.
The Remains of the Day. You ever heard of The Remains of the Day?
No.
It's a Martian Ivory film.
Never heard of it.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting. Screenplay was Aaron Sorkin, who won an Oscar for The Social Network. He's also been nominated for Moneyball, Molly's Game, and The Trial of the Chicago 7. Cinematographer was Stephen Goldblatt, who was nominated for an Oscar for Batman Forever, The Prince of Tides, and he also did The Help. Composer was James Newton Howard, who has 9 Oscar nominations, including Michael Clayton.
A movie we did.
And The Fugitive, which is an awesome film. I will not start quoting The Fugitive. I apologize. I promise. Edited by John Bloom, who won an Oscar for Gandhi. He was nominated for an Oscar for A Chorus Line and The French Lieutenant's Woman. This movie was also edited by Antonia von Drimmelen, who's done the TV miniseries Angels in America, which is really good. She's also done Shaft and Closer. Produced by Gary Goetzman and Tom Hanks, which is Playtone. Goetzman. So these are all Playtone films. A Man Called Otto, Mamma Mia, My Big Fat Greek Wedding, Where the Wild Things Are, among a few. So here we go with the cast. Tom Hanks. He's in this. Plays Charlie Wilson. No, really? It's his war. He has 6 Oscar nominations. What did he win for?
Forrest Gump.
Yes.
Philadelphia.
There you go. Boom. Amy Adams as Bonnie Bach. She has six Oscar nominations. She has not won yet. Her noms include American Hustle and The Master, to name a couple. Julia Roberts as Joanne Herring, who has 4 Oscar nominations. What did she win for?
Oh God, what's the name of it? Aaron Brockovich.
Here you go. Nice job. She's also nominated for Pretty Woman, Steel Magnolias, and August Osage County. And I want to see her new film. I know it's just coming out today.
The one with Andrew Garfield?
Yeah. I really want to see that movie. But obviously by the time you watch this, it's been out for a couple of weeks now. Maybe it's on digital. You had Philip Seymour Hoffman as Gust Avrakotos.
I mean, they make fun of him.
I know.
Avocados, but
Papadopoulos. Oh, it's Greek.
Close enough.
He was nominated for 4 Oscars as well, but he won 4.
I don't know.
Oh,
what did he win? Which one did he win? Oh, that's right.
He's nominated for Doubt, The Master, and obviously he was nominated for this film, Charlie Wilson's War.
He's so good.
He is very good. He is very good.
One of the best actors.
You said the best in the beginning. You didn't say one of the best. You said the best.
Well, because when I'm talking about it, I still think Denzel Washington is the best actor.
I think they're both.
That is in this realm. But Philip Seymour Hoffman would be like number 2.
We talked about this in a show a long time ago. Many, many years ago, we would rate movies. We would I'd be like, not you. When this was before me and you were knew each other.
Sure.
Many years ago, I'd be like, oh, this is my top number 1 film of the year. We used to do that. And then I was like, this is stupid. This is not something we should be doing. You have favorites. I have favorites. I think you can put both of them in the same
Sure, yeah, they're phenomenal.
Absolutely. And yes, gone way too soon. Christopher Denham as Mike Vickers, who is the I should say Gust is the CIA guy in this film. Amy Adams, who plays Bonnie Bach, is Charlie Wilson's, I would say assist. Yeah, his top aide. Top aide. Joanne Herring is the sixth richest person in Texas, as Butler said in the beginning. Vickers is the, I guess he would be the guy who is the expert in everything that's going on in Afghan and the guns they need.
Weapons expert.
Right.
Yeah.
Denham is in Argo, Shutter Island, and the TV show Billions. John Slattery as Cravely. He's in there for maybe like 10 minutes of screen time, but he's and it's not even, he's in the best scene probably in the last 30 years of a film. Like that's my favorite scene. He's in the TV show Mad Men, Spotlight, and the Adjustment Bureau. Puri as
Adjustment Bureau is a movie we did.
Yeah, there you go. Puri as President Zia from East is East, Wolf and the 100-Foot Journey. He is the president of Pakistan. Ned Beatty as Doc Long, obviously from the original Superman. He's also in Deliverance, and he was nominated for an Oscar in Network. And then Emily Blunt's in there for a hot second. Peter Garrity is in there. So, there's a ton of other people, but it's really just the main three, Hanks, Roberts, and Hoffman, and then Amy Adams, I guess, for 4. But that's it. Yeah. Like, it's not, you think it's a big cast, but it's not. I think it's safe to say that we both really like this film. Maybe for a lot of different reasons, but I think primarily probably the performances, or definitely Hoffman's performance.
I think
the dialogue.
For the dialogue. I mean, Hoffman's performance is incredible. Hanks is really good. Julia Roberts is really good. I mean, everyone's really good, but it's the writing that I think helps him get there. I mean, I think Aaron Sorkin, his writing is awesome.
Right. I'm curious if you are, do you like as well what they're saying, like the story?
Oh, the history is awesome. I think it's fascinating. Yeah, all that kind of spy crap is always something. Spy crap. I'm really into spy crap. And that's just like the top tier, like, you're not even down there. You're just like influencing everything. That kind of like, it's what America does best, is our messing with the world. And this is
to be fair, we're not the only country that does.
Oh yeah. We're just the best at it
right now.
Because Merc.
Well, yeah, I guess.
Yeah. I see what you're getting at. But yeah, I think it's fascinating. It's always interesting when you kind of see it play out. And
it's definitely cool. I mean, I know this isn't the only movie that's ever dealt with this topic in terms of like what happened there and how the Taliban and then where it went to. But it's definitely like, it's when you watch this film and then you kind of know it's not, but it feels like such a straight line.
Yeah,
to like where it went and where it is now. Like
there's certain lines, and they're probably not even in there because in the quotes page, because they're not like funny quotes. But there's certain things they say where it's like foreshadowing what's going to come, or just like things where they think they're like, and I'm just like, ha, like it's just like nope or yup.
I mean, what's I never caught on to the whole thing at the end of the film. When he tells them the crazies are rolling into Kandahar right now.
Oh yeah.
And then you hear the airplane sound go over.
I saw they read that in the note, but I didn't catch the airplane sound.
I went back to it.
Yeah.
It is. It's when. Right, so he says, he's like, I'm about to show you. I can't remember what he calls it, an IE, which is like an intelligence
report basically.
Yeah. It's like, which is going to tell you that the crazies are rolling into Kandahar right now. Then it goes on to, and then he tosses the drink down. And he's like, you need to pay.
Take this seriously.
And then he sits there. And when Charlie is sitting there thinking, that's when you hear the plane. You hear the, and that's obviously supposed to be a reference to 9/11. The original script was actually just going to go right to 9/11.
Yeah,
show it, and I think Hanks, or I don't know if
Hanks and Nichols both kind of decided to downplay it,
which I think the way they did it in the script is a good way to do it.
Yeah, because it's not subtle. It's very like, even without me understanding the airplane sound effect, it's very like, you understand what's going on. You don't need to. I feel like that would be an insult to the audience who's watching it to just slap your face with it.
Yeah, and coincidentally, in that same scene, he tells the story of the Zen master, and he's like, "Oh, the Zen master," and the whole we'll see the whole. So the Zen master gives the kid gets a bicycle, and he's like, "Oh, that's such good." He's like, "A horse, yeah. I will see." Falls, breaks his leg, and he's like, "Oh no, that's so terrible." And the Zen master's like, "We'll see." So that's the whole thing. At the end of that conversation, Charlie's like, "Oh, it's a party." Whatever he says something like, "We'll think about it." It's not whatever it is. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
And he says, Gust says, "We'll see."
Yep.
I was like, that you don't need to say anything else. And then he's like, as the Zen master says, like, they did that. I didn't think he needed that second line. He could have just said, "We'll see," and that scene could have ended.
Yeah,
and that would have been I would have been like, yes, like that would have been, to me, I would have got that. It would hit home better. I don't need him to say like, as a Zen master. Yes, as a Zen master.
Yeah.
It works. It's fine. But I think Will C would have been more powerful. But whatever, that's just hindsight. But like, so yeah, so in one aspect, in that, the subtlety of the airplane sound going overhead is great. I think it would have been even better if they did it at the end of this thing as well. But hey, it is what it is.
Yeah.
Philip Seymour Hoffman was nominated for an Oscar for this, Butler, and you loved him in this.
Yeah, he's great.
But he didn't win.
Who won instead? Oh,
well, let's play the game.
Let's play the game.
Let's play the game. Who won the Oscar? All right, here we go, Butler.
All right.
I'm going to give you the other 4 nominees. You tell me who beat out PSH. That's my new nickname now. Was it Javier Bardem in No Country for Old Men?
It was Javier Bardem for No Country for Old Men.
Jeez, I didn't even get to the other ones.
I remember him winning.
All right, that's right. I'm not even going to tell you the other ones then. Forget it then.
Sorry.
Forget it. No, whatever. It's just
go give me the other one. You want to redo it?
I typed it all out.
I'll pretend I don't remember. No, go ahead. Tell me the other nominees. Wait, Fields, who was nominated? I don't remember.
No. Genie's out of the bottle now. Forget it. Just really.
You already gave me 2.
What do you want to talk about next? You bring up the next topic then. What are we going to talk about next? My soda.
Do you like Charlie as a human, as a character, as like what apparently like I guess he was really like that?
Yeah.
Like what did you think about Charlie as you're watching it? Like do you like was he annoying to you? Was he too much?
So the way Tom Hanks was portraying Charlie?
I think you have to go with the way Tom Hanks. Obviously, a lot of that's real, but Tom Hanks is obviously putting his own spin.
He's very charming. He's very likable. I mean, again, this is in the 80s. So the communism is like, we got to stop them. I get that. That's like a big thing. The Cold War is a big thing. It's like the wink nod war, the Cold War. This is how Cold War works. Where Gus says, they can't catch us using our weapons because I don't know if you know how the Cold War works, but that's that's one way to stop them with Cold War to an actual war, like that kind of stuff. So it's a different. It's 40 years ago. It's a different time. So I understand like where Charlie's coming from. But is he a good dude? He's a womanizer. He's an alcoholic. He's obviously not as a drug addict, but he does whatever. He's a fun guy.
But in Acapulco, which is not
Cayman Islands.
Cayman Islands, yeah.
I mean, for 80 standards, yeah. I mean, I think he's cool, but like if you're looking at it through the lens of 2025, I obviously people would have major problems with him. He's obviously not. He can. There are probably still senators and congressmen like him now.
Oh, sure.
But
a lot of them get in trouble for that kind of stuff now.
Yeah. He was going to get in trouble. It's just that they couldn't really prove it, and you know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. He didn't do cocaine that trip.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, and he has a great line. There's a great, and like I said, I told you we're going to do lines before. He has a great line where, I don't remember who asked him this question. He's like, why is Congress saying one thing and doing another? He's like, well, it's tradition mostly. Yeah. Like, it's like, and no matter what you hear now and what the theater of the absurd is now online and everywhere, that still remains the same today.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's how it is. Somebody makes hay about something because they want something. And it's just like, okay, what do you want? Let's play ball. Yeah. Like that's how it is. And I think Charlie Wilson in this film and in real life, he kind of knew that he knew what his district wanted, which wasn't much. And they want their guns, they want low taxes, and that's it. Yep. And he would do favors for tons of people. And there are congressmen and senators that do that now.
And you get IOUs. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And he just cashed them in on this one thing that for once in his life, he was passionate about. And you saw it at the end of the film when he's just trying to, he took them from 5 million to 1 billion when the Saudis are matching it. That's even the thing. Like the Saudis are matching, so he took them from 5 million to 1 billion. And he couldn't even get $1 million at the end of this film to just build a school.
Yep.
And you could say
that it broke him kind of.
Yeah. And you could see like there's a couple shots where he's just in his apartment and he's like he's got tears in his eyes. He's drinking. He's just like, because he's despondent because he couldn't get it to the finish line. They have that great quote at the end of the film where they, I can't remember off the top of my head, but it's like his final line was like, but we fucked it up at the end.
Yep.
So but that's the thing. Like, so I think his cause was a good cause, but like as a person, I don't know. I mean, he's a good old boy. I don't know what you would say. You know what I mean? Like, yeah.
I thought it was a cool character. Yeah, he's definitely interesting. I like that, you're watching it, you're like, that's ridiculous. But then the quote by Charlie, like, did you object to anything in the film? Why? It would all have been provable. Like, I thought that was a good quote.
Yeah, he used to say, it's all provable. So no. And he passed away, I think like over 10, 15 years ago. 2010,
So, like,
2014.
Not long after this. 14 would have been 7 years.
No, it was after. It was after the movie. Yeah,
Yeah.
I thought I copied. I thought I wrote it down. But yeah, no, So he was around when the movie was going on. So yeah,
Yeah. He attended the red carpet premiere.
yeah.
Yeah, I think his character's interesting. I think that the journey is interesting. I think that it's interesting to take it like his journey from caring about stopping the Russians and then not really understanding Joanne's need to go through the Afghans to do it, and then going to the Afghan camp and really seeing that's why I'm here.
Yeah.
There's a reason, it's not just stop communism. It's also stop, what they're doing kind of thing. Yeah.
I also think in the movie, you see a great way that the world works in terms of real life, and not in what you see online and in today's day where everyone's like upset about every single thing and
right.
I hate you because you like this and I don't, like that kind of thing. Where Joanne is very religious in this film. That's how she and there's a scene where he tells her, he's like, just dial it back. Because there's a couple points, and like at one point he says, like, at what point is their God going to be on both sides of the line?
Yeah.
Because God's on our side. But he's like, dial it back, and she's like, she kind of says fine, whatever. She plays it. But then the very next scene, like, he's trying to get Doc Long, Ned Beatty, the character, to sign on to what he's trying to do, and he won't do it. So then he calls her. And she's like, oh, now you need God. But see, like, that's the thing. Like, that's how it works. That's how like, you know what? Like, Mike, you can't say that kind of stuff. But then we meet somebody like, Mike, I need you to say like that to get this done. Because at the end of the day, it's about getting the deal done or getting what
everything's about
done.
Compromise.
Yes.
No one gets exactly what they want, but everyone gets what they need.
Yes, exactly. And I think that's it. This movie really highlights that kind of back and forth within the world, within Washington, within politics, with everything.
Within world politics. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's Pakistan's got their own requirements and what they want.
Right. You have Israelis to help. He talks about how he goes to his contact V, who is at Mossad, and basically he's like
arms deal
he wants him to help him partner with Egypt. He's like, we just fought them. We just had a war with them. Yeah. So it's like you have that, but like that's how it works, because they're going to get a huge ton of money for it.
Yep.
They're going to get $35 million for these things. So it's like, okay.
Yeah. And in the end, it's like, neither side likes the Russians or the Soviets encroaching in on the territory.
Right. So that's fascinating. And you're right. Aaron Sorkin's a great writer. And his dialogue and his scenes and his dialogue, I think any actor probably loves doing them, I would imagine.
Oh, yeah, sure.
And obviously with Philip Seymour Hoffman, who is he was like, at the top of his game at all times.
I love like the way he plays, like even simple lines like, they're not going to be sarin gas when I open this bottle. No, I don't think so, but maybe open it over there while you do it.
Well, yeah.
He just throw away. He just throws lines away.
He really had Gust, that character down pat. Like his opening scene when you first meet him is, like I said at the beginning, is one of the best scenes, like just out there. It's a great scene I could watch this scene. Like if we talk about it, I'm sure I'll just put it up on YouTube and watch it because it's that good.
A message of a first generation American of a Greek soda maker. Go
yeah, exactly.
Hold on, I'm going to borrow you for real quick. You want a normal agent? I just told you I paid a witch in Pennsylvania to ruin this guy.
The Zen Master speech, the monologue with the Charles Hazard monologue that not even, I'm talking about Aaron Sorkin.
The Tom Hanks.
Charlie Wilson had about how he first, how Charles Hazard killed his dog and then he drove all the voters over there. And I was like, listen, I don't want to influence your vote, but I just think you should know that Charles Hazard purposely killed my dog. So like that's a great speech. The whole thing where they're in the back of the plane and it's a quick dialogue between Gust and Charlie, and he's telling about the God on both sides kind of stuff, like that thing. Like that's a good scene. Even the Gust and Joanna scene in the bar when he's trying to, he's like, hey, what do I say? We sleep together.
Yeah, maybe I could be convinced if you sleep with me.
Exactly. Like so, there's just it's all well done.
The line that he tells Paul at the beginning when you first meet Charlie. Listen, Paul, I'd appreciate if you don't throw my name around so much because you're going to ruin the weight of my name. And I also sometimes like to use my, or something like that. It's a really great line.
Yeah. When Gust first meets Charlie, and he bugs the bottle, so he knows what's going on, and he's just like, "Yep." Every time the aides come in, he's just like, "Yep, all right." And then he's just like, "Hey, listen, don't forget about the limo driver. Did you hear that?
You want to get all the limo drivers in the area? Are you at the door? That's a thick door.
Yeah, that's a thick door." He's like, "Yeah, I love that line." So yeah, so there's just tons of good stuff there. I told you this was just going to turn into us doing quotes.
I can tell you something I don't like that much.
Okay.
I wasn't a big fan of like those weird transitions where it's like the beginning of the film with the Mujahideen guy, I guess, praying and then shooting the rocket launcher, and it's kind of like storybooky looking.
It's very because it's very very theatrical.
Yeah, it's like a theater thing.
It's clearly like the background's fake. And
it's just silhouette, and then the MiGs, or not MiGs because they're jets, the whatever helicopters they're flying, which they do name those helicopters, when they're shooting down all the civilians, gunning them down. That looks it looks weird. It looks wonky, but like on purpose, like that weird storybooky look to it. I wasn't a big fan of those kind of looks, and I think it happens at the end again too. There's another transition at the end.
I don't. Maybe that just might be Mike Nichols not really focusing or familiar with doing those type of action beats in terms of the not the opening, but in terms of the helicopters. Maybe that's just not in his wheelhouse, kind of like Kevin Smith doing an action film.
Yeah, I don't know. It looks like claymation or what?
Well, they also were mix matching it with real footage from
in the montage they were. Yeah. I'm talking about when they first show gunning down the people.
Yeah, I got you. No, I mean, yeah, there's
a weirdness to that.
Well, the whole movie's a surreal. It's a comedy. But it's dealing with real life events, like when they shoot down the helicopter. They first shoot down the helicopter.
Oh, right.
Those two dudes come out of nowhere with their own packs, right next to each other,
coming down. Yeah.
So there's that. So that's like okay, yeah, and the music is like it's good, but the music is somewhat light. It's not really serious. The movie doesn't get heavy until really much towards the end.
Yeah,
when like okay, we did it, and then it's like that's the flip side of that coin, which you talked about already. So I think that's kind of I think the whole movie leading up to it's like we're gonna stop communists, yeah, woo. But then it's obviously we know what's going to happen. But leading up to that. So I'll tell you what I didn't like. I didn't agree with Emily Blunt that she was the second best view in the district.
I don't know. I don't usually really think much of Emily Blunt, but I was like, wow. The fake tan was a little much, but everything else I was like, I was like,
right. Yeah, it's all right.
I was into it.
It's weirdo.
You say you're not into it, but you're bringing it up
because he was like, this is the best view of the district. He's like, this is the second best view. I was like, no, it's not.
Dang. And then she passes out. I like that he's poking her belly button. Hey.
The movie just flows. It's so good. It just flows. It's so natural. I was a big West Wing guy. I love the West Wing, and I kind of want to go back and watch it because the West Wing was just like that. Every episode was like it was just so good. And like I used to love Aaron Sorkin when he did Sports Night. So like I even like the when he did the one with Matthew Perry when they were doing like the Saturday Night Live type show. Studio, what was it called? Something. It was another show that didn't do well. 54? No. But it was like they did like a comedy show and stuff like that. It only lasted like a season.
I vaguely recall it.
But I even like that because his writing is just really strong. And I'm really I love The Social Network and I'm really excited for the sequel.
See, The Social Network I wasn't a huge fan of.
Oh, but you go back and watch it again.
Well, maybe before
won an Oscar for it, Butler.
Okay.
Damn.
Javier Bardem won the Oscar for No Country for Old Men. But clearly PSH deserves it more.
Come on. Javier Bardem was good in No Country.
He's good. But was he better than Philip Seymour Hoffman in this movie?
Well, I'm not going to tell you the other nominees. Let's try. All right, let me give you some facts because I'm facts now, excuse me. Reviews. Because I kind of I thought you would like this film, so I got some bad reviews for you.
Oh.
I want you to get mad. Ready?
Was Ebert dead yet?
Nah, stop. He liked this film. He liked the film. Okay. Peter Bradshaw from The Guardian called this, quote, another deeply muddled, fence-sitting, obtuse Hollywood picture about American politics, excruciatingly unsure whether to crack wise satirically or go into a glassy-eyed patriotic celebration.
They knew very well to go to be sarcastic and quippy and whatever. What are you talking about? Come on. Also, critics should not criticize films about being political and being like, oh, you're the wrong side kind of political because you're a film critic. You're lesser than films.
Yes.
Those who can't teach. Those who can't teach become film critics.
They don't become PE teachers. So, Peter Travers from the Rolling Stone. Quote, Tom Hanks and Philip Seymour Hoffman spark fireworks in the smart, snappy political comedy. All right. But Nichols' film softens the historical blowback too much. The final message lands, but too late. Too lately.
No. That's the point, is that they're focusing on one task without looking ahead. If you can't look ahead, and be like, oh, you're going to cause a 9/11 while you're trying to do this because they didn't know. And the whole point is then they realize afterward, oh, we got to fix this. And then they can't. Mm-hmm. You can't. You want them to slap you in the face with the 9/11.
Yes. You want what we just talked about that was good that they removed.
Yeah. Insulting to our intelligence.
But but again, when we talk about this, I don't understand this aspect of critics who ask for a movie that they didn't get. Like it's not, this is the movie if you don't like it, just be like, listen, I thought that I know that they land the final message. I would have done it differently. That's a better thing. I mean, you're just not going to get that. So anyways, Manola Dargis says from the New York Times, there's a cynical charm to Charlie Wilson's War, a film that refuses to moralize even as it dramatizes a pivotal chapter in Cold War history. Yet its refusal to fully engage with the consequences of Wilson's campaign feels like an evasion. Here's the thing, though. If you fully engage, it's not an hour and 40. It's not an 102-minute film. It's not an hour and 42-minute film. It's now a 2 hour and 15-minute film.
Yeah, and this film is about Charlie Wilson's War.
Right.
It's not about the aftermath of Charlie Wilson's War.
Right.
You want a sequel? Okay. But that's not what this is.
Right. But also, if you start going to 215, 230, then it's not it can't be that quick, snappy, satirical comedy.
Yeah.
You're asking for like 45 minutes of dreariness.
And I don't
just
need that.
Laughed
and then look, and now they're causing there's this. There's so much content. You want that? Go anywhere else. There's so much stuff about that. That's what any kind of American political film that has happened, almost all of them has happened after 2001 covered that topic. You go look at something else.
Yeah.
I do agree with her thing about like it doesn't deal with morality. That's not what this is. It's not a morality play, really.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's why Charlie's kind of the perfect person to be doing this, because his not lack of morals, but his kind of grayness of them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I forgot what I was going to ask you. What was I going to ask you?
Who the nominees for this?
No. I forget. Anyways. Oh, no, I know what it was. I always, throughout the notes, I heard a lot of references to Wag the Dog. Like it was like similar to Wag the Dog.
Okay.
Did you see Wag the Dog? Because I don't remember liking Wag the Dog.
I saw Wag the Dog, and I also remember not liking
it. I can't tell you anything from the film. Like
they said it was like Wag the Dog.
Like it's just similar in tone, because Wag the Dog they're faking a war.
Yeah, it's
a political film. It's more.
I remember being cynical.
It's more surrealistic. Excuse me.
Yeah.
But like I just don't remember like enjoying Wag the Dog. Maybe I have to see it again.
I remember being like I watched it.
Yeah.
I remember being very cynical about like, politics and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Which is kind of like this. I guess is a little cynical, but.
This one?
A little bit, maybe.
Yeah, but this is I don't think this is cynical. This is like, this really happened. Most of this really happened. So it's just like, you can't make it up kind of thing.
Oh, yeah.
What, okay, give me some other lines you like, because we haven't gotten to.
All right. What's Harold Holt's strategy? It's not U.S. strategy. What is U.S. strategy? Well, strictly speaking, we don't have a strategy yet, but we're working hard on it. Who's we? Me and three other guys. Like any line that he has where like Gus, like I said, he's Philip Seymour Hoffman just throwing the line away. I like my favorites.
Yeah. I like, you can find your own, but I like when he meets Mike Vickers for the first time and they kind of fight. He's like, all right, we made up. And he's like, I'm sorry, I should have known better as a U.S. naval officer. He's like, well, as a U.S. naval officer, I wouldn't expect much. He's like, what the
yeah,
Mike, come on.
Gets all mad again. I think I told you this off air, but it's like, I can't just call up a judge and tell him what to do. Why? Well, because it's against a shitload of really great laws, Gary. like that his whole conversation, there's that church right down there. You could just move the nativity scene to right down.
Koresh, yeah. He's like, there's 47 other churches.
I have never heard that term, Koresh.
Koresh, yeah.
I'd never heard
it's always been that. Oh, yeah.
That the nativity scene is called a Koresh?
Yeah. Yeah.
I've never heard that before.
Really?
Ever.
Oh, yeah, I have.
Wow.
I think my mother still has my grandmother's old wooden one. I'm sure I'm going to be getting that soon.
It's called a Koresh. I've never heard it called a Koresh.
Yep.
No one's ever. No.
Yeah. Welcome to Christian. God bless you, son.
I have Christian family members. They just all called it a nativity scene. Never called it a Koresh. Or maybe they said it and I thought they were talking about some Indian guy. Who knows?
Hey, I'm Koresh.
Hey, Koresh.
Where do I go? This church? All right, you got it.
What am I? Baby Jesus.
As Charlie always used to say, you can't teach him to type, but you can't teach him to grow tits. That's great. Jesus Christ. I'm like, when she said that, I'm like, what?
Oh, I'll take a large glass of ice and any kind of whiskey you got. Rye, I'll take Canadian, whatever you got. Well, we don't actually keep booze in the presidential building. You kidding me? No. I bet everybody makes that mistake. Actually, no, they don't. I guess I'll take a fruit juice.
Yeah. It's like that. Like all those lines, even though the lines that are inappropriate are just, they're so on brand for Charlie Wilson. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Which is why they're appreciative, because it's like, yes, I can absolutely believe he said that.
I also like the line, not the line, but the two advisors that are with the president of Pakistan.
Yeah, they're giving him
it's bullshit. It's bullshit. It's bullshit.
Yeah.
And they're just yelling at him. I'm like, that's pretty fun.
Is that a joke? That must be a joke.
Just like so mean. Stupid. I also like the line where they're selling women.
Oh, the woman orgy.
The woman orgy.
Based on a real party.
Yeah, I guess it took place in 1959, so a while before this movie, but it was actually a thing that happened.
They were doing a Roman orgy and a slave auction. Yeah.
And like Amy Adams' character is like talking about how it's like it's conservative, like it's like bad. And it's like she introduces herself to Joanne. Joanne's like, get me a Bombay Sapphire Martini, straight up with 2 olives. Thanks. Yeah. It's like, oh, you must misunderstand me. I am Charlie Wilson's aide. So I'll take that martini now. Yeah. And like Charlie doesn't say anything. It's like, she doesn't like me much. She's a liberal. And Charlie's like, I'm a liberal. Yeah. Yeah, but not where it counts.
which is another great like comment to just like the world and how the world is.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
When he's in the bathtub, I guess we're not going again. Or I guess I'm not going twice. Charlie, I already did. Now talk about me.
No, he's like, I guess we're not going again for 2 times. She's like, well, look, guess like you don't know how to count. And he's like, I was talking about me. Yeah. First of all, I'm like, no, you're like, how old are you? And you booze. There's no way you're going again.
He only just got to the party before he was escorted upstairs. He hadn't gotten too trashed yet.
And I forgot from my first watch or scene, I forgot that they got together and there was that kind of like, they were like, they almost like should be together, but they just couldn't because of whatever
politics and like who she was. Yeah. And then she got married. Yeah. I do like that line. I miss you. And she's like, I miss you too. Yeah. Yeah.
So I thought
pull back. She's in bed with her husband.
Yeah. When she's at the bar and she walks by all the girls, she's like sluts.
Oh, that's right. She walks by.
Like that was good. Butler, who would you recommend this to?
Oh, I would recommend this to a lot of people. It's a really fun movie. It moves, it flows. Like I talked about how I double featured this and Sunshine because they're both like an hour and 40 something.
Yeah, which is nice.
It's a great length. There are so few political movies like this that would cover this topic, that would move like this, that would be this short, that could teach you what happens, but also like be fun. It's almost like edutainment, and it makes you interested in a topic without making you bored of it. The acting is phenomenal. Aaron Sorkin's writing, like I said, it's top notch. I never was a West Wing guy, but that's because it was a little bit before my time. Like,
so you never watched West Wing?
I've seen clips, and I love a lot of the clips, like him telling off the religious lady about homosexuality and how like the Bible's like full of stuff that maybe people don't follow.
You would
now.
like West Wing?
Like I think I would. So that was before my time, but all the movies I've seen, like even I'm not a huge Social Network guy, the writing is really good. Yeah. Just his I love quick, snappy, sarcastic dialogue. That's like, I would like, that would be my dream of being that good at writing that kind of dialogue. Yeah. So acting, writing, the history aspects, just, I'd be hard pressed not to recommend this to somebody unless they're just like my brother who only likes Marvel movies.
Yeah. I was going to say, I don't think I would recommend this to somebody who is not interested in that arena to begin with.
Sure, yeah.
Also, I think I don't want to pull up his name, but we both are friends with somebody who brings his ideology and brings his politics within the theater when he watches something, so that he can't enjoy it for what it is.
I would be surprised if he didn't like this movie because of the character of Charlie and what Charlie represents and how he acts. Like, I think that that's something he would be interested in.
I don't know. I don't know. But also, I don't know if I would recommend this to somebody who isn't into not politics, but into world events or into like history or anything like that. If it's somebody, you know,
I don't think either of us are really into politics, but I think we're both more into world events.
I think we're both intelligent to find storylines with beyond
within. Yeah.
I mean, any of those aspects, any of those historical stuff, and it's fascinating. It's interesting because it's part of a story. It's part of just the story of life in our world. So I think that's where it's interesting. I just don't know if like somebody like a 25-year-old or a 23-year-old who, like you said, like just watches Marvel films or doesn't like movies. I don't think they would appreciate what's going on here. So yeah,
but I think that's most of the movies we cover.
Yeah, probably.
Most of them, not all, but most. Fair. A decent amount.
Then why are we saying it's forgotten if we both loved it and everyone else did?
So I think the same reason that we said that the last Tom Hanks movie we did, although I don't think that was as good, which I thought was Charlie Wilson's work, so I couldn't remember the name of it, with Larry Crown. I think that Tom Hanks is just in a ton of movies, and that helps bury some films that he's in. I think that it's about an event that happened in the 80s, and there's just so much going on now that people aren't going back. Philip Seymour Hoffman passed away. So despite the fact that he's incredible in almost everything he's in it's hard for people to go, who? Or they're not going back and discovering him maybe.
I think just as much as stuff that's happening now is happening back then, and has been happening. It's just the fact that everybody knows everything now because of social media. It's just because you can get information on anything immediately, that you're exposed to everything that's happening in the world, whether it's real or not, or whether you're being misinformed or not. Like all this stuff, like back in the 80s, like it was happening. Like everything was you know what I mean? I know you know this. So I think that. But yeah, to that point of why it's forgotten, I also think it's 40 years old. I think the
event is 40.
Yeah.
Okay.
The movie is almost 20.
Yeah, which is crazy.
I think there's just a group of people that just this isn't a movie you go back to. Like when you watch the classics or the movies. Oh, I remember that movie. This movie's not talked about like that. It should. I mean, maybe it should be.
Right.
I mean, I think if you're on an Aaron Sorkin kick, you absolutely should watch it. But yeah, no. I think it's just forgotten because it's just an older film.
And as with most films, it's not streaming, which is stupid.
Yeah.
Universal has so much stuff on Peacock, like so much esoteric, weird crap. And they don't have this movie. I was like, what? Come on.
I don't know.
Don't understand why they choose what and what not to.
Probably has to do with rights or money or Hanks. Whatever. Tom Hanks, or
maybe he has more rights to his films than
Who knows, Butler? But you know what they could know? Where they can find us.
Find us at ForgottenCinemaPodcast.com, wherever you get your podcasts or shows you're watching, listening to us right now. Go ahead and rate, comment down below. What's your favorite Aaron Sorkin film or thing he wrote? Could be a show as well. Let us know in the comments down below if you like Forgotten Cinema. Rate, subscribe, go on our Patreon, support our show. We've got exclusive episodes, merch discounts, stickers, got Discord access. You could just join it for free to keep up with what we're doing. We're doing so much during November. Predator Badlands, The Running Man again, the new Running Man. We got Knives Out lead ups coming. We got so much crap that is coming out of our eyeballs. I'm editing all the time. Field's doing social media posts. It's so much stuff. I was not about to say nothing, although sometimes.
All right, you know what?
That's what I got.
Off frame, off camera. All right, join us next week as we're going to 2020. We're going to see another round, a foreign film which stars Mads Mikkelsen, which I really like. Mike has never seen,
but I am a big Mads Mikkelsen,
and I hope he really likes it. So that's next week. We're going to do another round. That's it. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. I'm Mike Field.
I'm Mike Butler,
and this has been.
Awesome.
Forgotten Cinema. I mean, you can.
Yeah, I'll just have it cut to black.
Do you want me to do the whole thing? This has been Forgotten Cinema. Or you just take that. Or do you want me to say it? This has been say it in one sentence.
I mean, I could just the audio's going. I could just be like, the camera overheated.
No, that's fine.
Unless you want to wait 5 minutes.
No, I'm saying, what do you have at the end? What usually plays at the end of the thing?